The only local news teams taking action for you. KIMA KEPR Action News starts now.
Coming up this morning on Action News, we talked the fire that shut down parts of I-82 near Prosser and left a burn scar in the center median. Helicopters were brought in to help put an end to the blaze, which was wrapped up about 5.5 hours later. On the plus side, there was no wind to drive it yesterday, but that'll change today. Plus, cooling centers are still open amid this intense heat. The libraries are the most common place to get some relief, with several in both Tri-Cities and Yakima. We'll catch up with the Mid-Columbia libraries. And we've been talking about this heat for a while now, but we haven't seen this yet. The pavement buckling as the sun beats down. It's a situation not ideal for farmers in that area, and we'll tell you why. That story and more coming up as you start your day with us right here on Action News. Good Wednesday morning, everybody. I'm Dave Furtado.
And I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan.
And Jefferson, I just mentioned it earlier in the teases there that we got that wind that that's going to be playing a role in a lot of stuff today. You know, fortunately, as long as we can keep the fires down, we're not going to have to deal with the wind and the fires, correct?
That's right. But we are going to have to practice that fire safety, because when we add wind into hot and dry conditions, fires could spread rather quickly. Now, I will say that for most of the day, wind is going to be fairly calm for a vast majority of us. It's as we get towards the late afternoon and evening hours, around your 4 or 5 o'clock hour, that we'll finally start to see those winds pick up a bit. And once they arrive, we are going to be holding on to those winds well into the evening. Of course, we'll talk more about the wind and red flag warnings associated with the wind as we go later into the newscast. But right now, as we wake up in the Tri-Cities this morning, you probably can notice some of that haze in the sky. We should be looking at mostly clear skies this morning, but it looks almost kind of milky foggy, and that's because of haze and smoke just from regional wildfires. It's 63 degrees this morning, a pretty warm start to your day, and this is going to set up what is going to be a very warm afternoon. Here's a look at your weather headlines. On the good news, today is the final day of the excessive heat warning. Heightened fire danger for sure. That's what Dave and I were just talking about. Those winds picking up later today. And then temperatures are going to be staying hot through the weekend, just not quite as hot as yesterday or today. I'll continue to break down all three of these weather headlines, and we'll discuss the extended forecast coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. We begin this morning in Benton County. A large brush fire near Prosser caused some road restrictions on Interstate 82 yesterday evening. The fire was big enough at one point that helicopters were brought in to dump water, but it appears fire crews were eventually able to get it under control. All eastbound traffic along 82 was shut down for part of the evening, but traffic is now flowing again. Although there is one lane closed in both directions. There are no structures nearby, and the fire pretty much torched a large median area just outside of Prosser. Leaders from Benton County Fire Protection District 2 say they've already been out on the water this year responding to heat-related complications. Crews say they responded to 2 separate areas near Benton City where 2 individuals were suffering from heat-related illnesses while floating in the river. Leaders say rumors were circulating of drownings, and were told that is not the case, as they tell us both patients were transported to local area hospitals. With temperatures continuing to soar in the coming days, cooling centers around the Tri-Cities are keeping their doors open to folks looking to get out of the heat. We spoke with leaders of the Mid-Columbia libraries yesterday who tell us not everyone has access to air conditioning, let alone a place inside to cool down. They add these community cooling centers are vital in preventing heat-related illnesses. The Mid-Columbia libraries are providing 9 shelters this summer at all of their locations across the Tri-Cities.
We have AC come in, we have seating, it's open to the public. Most of our libraries are open 7 days a week. You could be there pretty much all day to avoid the heat, and then free Wi-Fi as well, so you could get things done, or if you don't have a device, you could borrow one of the computers and do what you need to on there as well.
Now, there are 6 more cooling centers available so far this summer. You can find a full list of those cooling centers around the Tri-City area, as well as tips to stay cool from the Benton Franklin Health District up on our website, KEPRTV.com. And there's a number of cooling centers now open in various locations in Yakima to help anyone who needs to escape the intense heat. All public libraries and municipal senior centers are now offering respite across Yakima and Kittitas counties. The Yakima Health District is also supporting cooling locations at the Washington Fruit Community Center, the Harmon Center, and the Rhonda D. Houff Resource Center, which is operated by Yakima Neighborhood Health Services. The Yakima Nation Library in Toppenish is also open as a cooling center, and all details of times and addresses are up on our website, KIMATV.com. As the summer heat gets hotter, veterinarians are reminding people to take extra precautions with their pets. Sidewalks can get hot, and it's likely too hot for your dog's paws. This includes asphalt and artificial grass. When the air temperature is 86 degrees, the asphalt temperature can register at 135. If you take your dog out during hot weather, avoid the hottest time of the day and try to walk your pets in grassy or shady areas. Don't leave your pet unattended in direct sunlight, and make sure they can go into some shade. If you're leaving your pet alone inside, make sure it is cool. Keep screened windows open or a fan running to make sure they have plenty of water. They also say to never leave animals unattended in a vehicle. Under Washington state law, an officer has the authority to remove an animal from a vehicle by any means necessary, and the owner may be charged with animal cruelty. Now, some people have no choice but to spend their time outside in this week's extreme heat. Postal workers, construction workers, and first responders are all jobs that require people to brave the heat. According to the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, OSHA for short, thousands become sick from work-related heat exposure every year, with some of those cases being fatal. We spoke to some folks working outdoors about how they stay cool. They say they use wet towels, take frequent breaks, and try to avoid it altogether.
So we try to come in super early, like around 5, especially in the new construction area. There's really not many people moved in, so we're able to make a little bit more noise.
With this being the first major heat wave to hit our area this year, it's especially important that people get acclimated to these temperatures. According to OSHA, folks need to stay hydrated, take frequent breaks, and be on the lookout for any symptoms of heat illness. Now, but just how hot is it out there? Well, it's hot enough to buckle pavement, because that's what's happening along this stretch of road in Skagit County. Concrete panels under the pavement buckled due to the heat, creating a road hazard along State Route 11. Now, there are several farmers in this area, and they say that the rough pavement really takes a toll on their farm equipment because most of it doesn't have any suspension. And even though we're staring at more triple-digit heat for the weekend, the C3 Slam basketball tournament in Richland will continue, but safety precautions will be taken. Organizers have made arrangements for extra shade tents, cooling equipment, and scheduled hydration breaks for every 30 minutes for all courts. Even though these extras will be available, organizers urge players to be extra prepared and come fully hydrated if you plan to take the court this weekend, or even if you just plan to watch. Now, you may notice around the Tri-Cities this week some monster trucks in some unusual places, and that's because this year's Thunder at the Mountain kicks off this weekend. The event starts on Friday at the Red Mountain Event Center in West Richland and goes through Saturday. The gates open at 5 p.m. with a pit party at 5:30. The show starts at 7:30. Now, Jefferson, let's talk weather here because yesterday was hot. I think it was supposed to be the hottest day of the year so far, going into that 110-degree range. Are we seeing a similar story in Temps for today, or are things going to be a bit cooler?
A similar story today, maybe just a degree or two short of yesterday, but still rather hot around the forecast area for sure. Now, we covered those roads buckling in Skagit County. We also saw roads buckling yesterday in Whitman County around the Rosalia area because of that high heat. Again, just speaks volumes to how hot it is. Today, again, is going to be a repeat performance of yesterday, maybe just a degree or two short. Highs will top out around 110 degrees in the Tri-Cities, 105-degree temperatures coming for Yakima and Walla Walla, with temperatures around 105 degrees in Pendleton, too. We did break some records yesterday. I'll talk about those records, and I'll talk about where we could set records again today, coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. The time now is 5:09. Coming up on KEPR KIMA this morning, some state news. Seattle residents will be voting on an unprecedented property tax levy this November. It'll help pay for the $1.55 billion transportation package City Council will approve Tuesday. Though one resident who used to sit behind the dais is calling it a disaster in the making. We'll dive in after the break. But later in the show, national news. 2 senators are calling for a criminal investigation of Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas. The Democrats want authorities to look at potential violations of ethics and tax laws. It comes as he's faced criticism for undisclosed gifts from wealthy benefactors. And in health news, folks with osteoarthritis face a higher risk of developing other severe life-threatening conditions. The exact cause for the link is unclear, though. We'll dive into the findings as the show continues. But don't go anywhere. That's just a glimpse of what's ahead this morning. Stay with us.